Good morning, this is Freddy from Remodeling, and today we're going to talk about how much does a bathroom remodeling cost in New Jersey. And the best way I can share that with you is if I prove it to you and if I show it to you, if I walk step by step, and why it costs what it costs. But the best way. So I'm just going to quickly go. This is actually a project. Obviously the name of the project has been changed, so we don't reveal personal information. It's a real project. On the name, it's just as one of my team members, because again we don't want to share our clients' personal information. That being said, this is the bathroom we're talking about. This is a bathroom in progress. We're working on this. What it was, what it looked like a bathroom. This bathroom would be to around 8 by 10, 9 by 9, 9 by 10 bathrooms into those sizes. All right. Now I'm gonna go back. This is what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like when it's done and finished. Look at this. This is right after the 3D rendering has been done. This is what it's gonna look like when it's low light. Low light. This is what it's gonna look like on this side. We have a little niche in here. It's gonna have a accent wall. The difference on this bathroom is there's tile all the four sides. This bathroom is a little special, something special that I don't know if you guys can notice or not. I think it just went a little past that. To go do a quick video in here. Alright, this is what it may look like when it's done and finished. Alright, that's it. Now let's talk about numbers. How much this bathroom is going to cost and why it's going to cost what it's going to cost. Great question. Alright, so before to understand everything, we need to have a quick floor plan. This is kind of the floor plan what it look like. It's a tub right here. It's going to come off. It's going to be stand-up shower. Now this sink right here is not going to be, because we have a sink right here. Originally it was designed for 2 sinks, but this is just an example for you to understand what it may look like. When you see the floor plan, by the way, the toilet was right here. If you see in the picture, it's going to move over here. And the sink was right here. It was 2 sinks in the previous pictures, and I move right here. So there has to be an update on plumbing and electric around the bathroom only. Not going to the main panel because this house is only 50 years old. Alright. Now you gotta just quick come out right here. If the house is only 50 years old, it's gonna be less expensive when the bathroom is 100 years or 120 years. The difference is the plumbing system. You gotta upgrade it completely from the beginning. On this house, 50 years, the plumbing system was copper. You don't have to go as far, so you can just go to fix around where we need to move devices to make sure it's gonna fit the new design. But before that, it was all cast iron. Most of the cast iron is about to die, so we gotta go farther, as far as you can from the bathroom. So just so you know, same thing with the electric. You gotta go all the way to the main panel, because before 50 years it was just like one breaker to supply the entire first floor. That includes bathroom, bedrooms, everything attached to that. Now if you plug a higher dryer, the fuse is gonna blow, so you have to be constantly going to untrip the breaker. Alright, with that in mind, let's just quickly talk about what's a demolition, what's involved. Demolition is basically you gotta go and demo the entire bathroom. You gotta protect the dust, control the dust, like all the things that you gotta be done as part of demolition. And the cost for that, it is $3,270 for this bathroom. Every bathroom is a little different. For you to have an idea. Apply permits, all the paperwork, all the time involved, and somewhere between $1,500. That includes even the permit to do the bathroom. Every town is a little different, but it's an average for you to understand what it may cost to do paperwork and get the permits from the town. Again, that also involves the time involved into it, and also remember when we do inspections, they have to go over there and wait for the inspector. So all that cost right here is involved into all of that time. This is a full breakdown for you to understand how much it really costs the bathroom. From there is reframe as need. In this case, we put in a pocket door. We doing a couple of niches here and there. This is what it's gonna cost to make those little adjustments on the structural part to make sure it's gonna fit the new design and the new needs of the family. And basically everything right here is saying what we're gonna do. So line by line, how we're gonna do it, what material we're gonna use, what type of door we're gonna use. So everything is just a complete breakdown. Plumbing. Next one is plumbing. How much plumbing we gotta do in here, what we gotta do in here to make sure make that happen. I don't know if you see this bathroom is gonna have two controllers, one on each wall. Again, this is special, especially for this family of the needs they have. Every family is a little different. Some will only need one, some will even need double because the shower is gonna be bigger. So it depends on your family needs and the size of your bathroom. This one right here, we do it two because there's needs on the family that we gotta accomplish. All right, plumbing, electric, same thing right here. This is to put a new fan, new ceiling lights, rewire the wire as needed to make sure it's gonna fit the new design. Next one, waterproofing. Waterproofing is essential, and then right here it says how you're gonna waterproof, how many layers we're gonna do, what type of material we're gonna use, how we're gonna do it. It's just basically a quick, complete breakdown. Even though if you decide not to use our company with this thing, you can do it yourself if you want to. So we break it down as much as possible. We break it down completely. We want transparency in here for you to understand exactly what you're paying for, what you're gonna get. And obviously, if you see waterproof right here, this is what's gonna cost to do waterproof. Remember, this is a curved shower, so we gotta waterproof basically the entire floor, all the way out. More specifically, right on the shower area, because there's no curve. The reason again is just the needs of the family that they cannot have a curve on the shower. All right, waterproof is essential, very important. Drywall and compound, super important. You gotta put drywall, otherwise we won't have studs in there. So compound, same thing. Compound, it's very essential. It's gonna make the shower look nice, especially in the ceiling. In this bathroom, there is no really compound on the walls, but we still have to do the boards to install the tile. So this covers all of that, and also it covers the insulation of the ceiling, because most of the bathroom we have to upgrade insulations, 99%. In this bathroom, especially the bathroom is in the middle of the house, so you only got to do is the ceiling insulation. Remember, all the ceiling installations are R39. Next one, tile work. Tile work in this bathroom is a lot. It's entire floor, it's entire 4 walls, so it's a lot of tile work. It's a lot of tile. And also the selection they have in tile is something very nice and very tasty, and there's a lot of detail work around the arch, all those things. More detail you go, the more expensive it gets. Tile work, this is what's gonna cost. Next one, trim work. This is all the trim we gotta do around the doors, including the door. We gotta fix the trim outside, because the door, we're making the door a little wider, so we gotta retrim the exterior part and fix all of that. So everything is built into the budget, to make sure there's no misunderstanding, also for my team on the production. Now this bathroom is, as I mentioned to you, is special. It's ADA compliance bathroom, so we have to install some ADA installation finished fixtures, and this is what's going to cost to do all the installation, make sure the bathroom is nice and functional. In this case, we got to customize the cabinet bit. Now the last part is the client finished fixture choice. So again, once they pick the tile, we have the tile selection right here. Once they pick the shower fixtures, here's the shower fixture. It may look like with the color. Obviously, there is coming from the ceiling, so it's a little different than this. This for the reference as a color, and there's gonna be a couple of bars in this bathroom for you to grab. So this is an idea of the color. Now here's this is a toilet. What's gonna be installed? This is a bidet toilet, and here's a link for it, and this is the cost for it. Wall mounting support arms. This is a little expensive. This is what it costs, and here is the link. Now here a quick parenthesis right here. We put you the price and the link for you to prove it online how much it costs. Now from that price that you see online, we mark up at 10%. The reason we do that, because if you're gonna buy the product, it comes to our account. Remember, every money goes into our account. We gotta pay taxes for that. Number one. Number two is if something happens to that, we are responsible for it. And the company we work with, they usually, get our back. The only thing is that time and and all that process, we gotta make sure that we have a little bit of budget at the side, so if something does happen, that we can just cover it. And remember our 2 years warranty, and one day we'll come over and inspect everything, and if something happens, we'll come over and make sure it's done right. The only way you can do that, you have a little bit of budget at the side to make sure we can support that. It's good for you to make sure we allowance everything on the budget. So alright, next one is it's a mirror, and this is what it's gonna look like. This is the selections. This is just for transparency purpose, so everybody understand what it's gonna look like. This shower is gonna have one glass door. This is just an idea what glass may look like. Obviously this is a completely different shower, but this is just for the homeowner to understand, okay, this is what the glass look like. Just transparency is our goal. There's a sink, there's a faucet in here, which faucet you're gonna use. There's a light in here, which light you're gonna use. Everything has a link. Even we getting better and better and better with this description for you guys. Alright, even right here is the little bench we're gonna be using in the design. I don't know if you remember the design. Let's go take a look at the design again. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Look at the bench right here. Look at the arch work on the tile. So all those little things adds up, and that's why it gets expensive. Okay, now final hard through. Let's find out how much this bathroom is cost. It's gonna cost this family. Oh no, what's gonna be the investment required to make this bathroom happen? Cost is not relevant because this is an investment. Your home is your investment. Whatever money you put in your home, you're gonna get it back in the long term, and you're gonna enjoy it. So we need demolition, we need permits, we need to reframe as needed, we need to do plumbing, we need to do electric, we need to do waterproofing, we need to do the drywall compound, we need to do trim work, we need to install the final items. We gotta do all the selections. We need tiles, we need shower fixtures, we need the toilet, obviously, we need the bar on the side, we need the lights, we need the vanity, we need the shower glass door, we need a piece of glass in there, we need the faucet, we need the lights, we need the hooks. Okay, this shower conversion with the sink, included with the sink on the side, just the way it looks on the picture, it is 53,000 right there, 53,299.80 cents. Just the way it looks on the render. Again, 53,299. This is what this bathroom is going to cost. 53,299.80 cents. A bathroom with just the way the bathroom looks. That's what's going to cost. The investment going to be for this bathroom. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope this is helpful. And I'm going to be putting more content like this so you can make a well-informed decision. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.